I was sitting in a Starbucks near Google's headquarters when I overheard two engineering managers discussing hiring. "We need more Indians. They're absolute coding machines," one said. "Yeah, they're our best employees. Super reliable, never complain, always deliver on time." Sounds like a compliment, right? Wrong. That compliment is actually Silicon Valley code for great worker bee, terrible leadership material. Here's why being called a model employee might be the kiss of death for your career. Walk into any major tech company and you'll see something fascinating. The engineering floors are packed with brilliant Asian minds, Indians writing code that powers half the internet, Chinese developers creating mind-blowing algorithms, Korean programmers solving impossible problems. But take the elevator to executive floors, and it's a completely different universe. Asians make up 36% of the tech workforce in Silicon Valley, but less than 19% of executives. It's like having the world's best orchestra musicians who never get asked to conduct. There are 5 deadly blind spots. 1. The self-promotion paradox. Meet Raj, a coding wizard who can debug problems that make senior developers cry. He comes from a culture where brilliant work speaks for itself. But Silicon Valley is like Times Square on New Year's Eve. Everyone's shouting, everyone's performing, everyone's their own marketing department. Meanwhile, his colleague Brad, who writes decent code but spends half his time posting on LinkedIn about innovative, scalable solutions, just got promoted to engineering manager. The painful truth? American companies don't reward the best work. They reward the best communicated work. In Asian culture, self-promotion feels like arrogance. But in American corporate culture, not promoting yourself isn't seen as humble. It's seen as having nothing worth promoting. 2. The harmony trap. Asian work culture builds on collective harmony, like a perfectly synchronized orchestra. But Silicon Valley doesn't want harmony, it wants disruption. They want challengers, not followers. Sarah, a brilliant Korean-American engineer, would listen respectfully in meetings and implement decisions perfectly. But her American boss didn't see respect. He saw disengagement. He didn't see wisdom in listening. He saw lack of ideas. Meanwhile, Jake would interrupt presentations and challenge assumptions, sometimes being completely wrong. But Jake got noticed, promoted, and invited to strategic sessions. Here's the mind-bending part. In Silicon Valley, being wrong loudly is often more valuable than being right quietly. 3. Technical tunnel vision. Asian professionals become so obsessed with technical perfection that they miss the business game entirely. Imagine being the world's greatest chef but never learning restaurant management while mediocre cooks open successful chains. I know a Chinese developer who created an algorithm saving millions in server costs. When asked to present to the board, he showed them code. His teammate took the same algorithm and presented it as AI-driven cost optimization strategy with 300% ROI. Guess who got promoted? You're not paid for how smart you are. You're paid for how much value you can create and communicate. 4. The order follower. Limitation. Asian culture produces incredibly efficient order followers. But Silicon Valley doesn't want order followers in leadership. They want problem solvers who figure out what should be done before anyone tells them. 2 engineers get the same assignment to build user authentication. Engineer A builds it perfectly, delivers early, and waits for the next task. Engineer B comes back with questions. Why do we need this? What user behaviors are we encouraging? I've found 3 alternatives that might better serve our business goals. Both are smart, but only one thinks like a future executive. 5. The perfection paralysis. Asian professionals pursue perfection. Every detail considered, every edge case handled. This creates incredible products. But Silicon Valley rewards speed and iteration over perfection. They'd rather have something 70% perfect they can improve rapidly than something 99% perfect that took 6 months. I know a Japanese engineer who spent 8 months building the perfect feature. By the time he finished, 3 competitors had launched, iterated twice, and captured the market. His perfect feature was perfectly irrelevant. Is there any transformation strategy? You're not changing who you are, you're expanding how you operate. Here are specific strategies. Every Friday, email your manager. This week I solved problem resulting in business impact. I identified opportunity that could affect outcome. Force yourself to speak twice in every meeting. Ask a business-focused question and suggest an alternative approach. For every technical project, create a 1-page summary explaining customer impact, revenue effects, and new opportunities created. Instead of just accepting assignments, ask, what business outcome are we achieving? How will we measure success? What if we approach this differently? Document experiments that didn't work, but taught valuable lessons. In Silicon Valley, this isn't embarrassing. It's called experience. Your technical excellence isn't the problem. It's your competitive advantage. You just need to present it in the language American business culture understands. Think of yourself as an incredible foreign film that needs subtitles to reach a broader audience. The story is amazing. It just needs translation to be fully appreciated. Stop being Silicon Valley's best-kept secret. Every day you're undervalued is a day the tech industry misses out on your potential contributions. The future belongs to technical excellence combined with strategic communication. You're about to master both, and that combination is literally unbeatable in the modern business world.